good, everyone? Welcome back to the Strong.Sistas YouTube channel. I woke up in such a great mood today. Today is going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day for you too. Today's vlog, we're just going to show you guys a full day of eating carnivore diet, our carnivore meals, but not just any meals. Today is our special weekly nose to tail feast day. So we take our nose to tail game to a whole new level and try to just get fun and exciting in the kitchen to show you guys and inspire you guys new ways to use new parts of the animal. So we're going to start off our morning by prepping some of these items for this beast of a feast, and then we're going to go to the gym to get an angel wing lift in to maintain our angel status. Yes. So let's get going. Good morning, Mama. Good morning. Yes, I am awake. I am just resting. I'm resting my muscles and my joints. I cannot overuse them. So I'm resting. I will get up soon, okay? Did you hear me? Okay. Mom, I gotta go pee, okay? I gotta go pee, but my sister just, she's so annoying at the door. This happens every day. Girl, let me go pee, okay? Cute with my new purse.
Yes, looking cute with your new sustainable swag. We just got home from the gym and we are back in the kitchen, our happy place, and my bone broth princess is working on pulling the broth yet again. So she really wanted to show you guys what she got from her broth this time around. So let's take a peek.
Oh no.
Oh,
Gosh,
making a mess. Bone broth princess strip of cleanliness title. So I'm gonna do my best at trying to tell you guys what we've got here.
Please.
So this looks like neck meat. Yes or no?
Yes, those are the
duck neck meat. We've got some duck webbed feet. You can see some of the skin falls off the bone and you're left with just the bone. Somebody recently commented that they do not believe we actually eat the bones. So here we go. Bone, mouth, bone, mouth, bone.
It's super soft and crumbly after sitting in the broth.
The best way I have come to find the description of the texture is a soggy pretzel.
Yep.
So it's still got a little bit of a bite to it, but it has been soggy.
Yeah, it's not a soft pretzel.
Not a soft pretzel, it's a soggy pretzel.
Yep.
Very good. Needs salt though. And alas, we've got the duck heads. Again, Ashley really wanted to cut into one of these to show you guys, so let's enter anatomy class.
So it's super soft and easy to open after being in the broth. There we go. Boom. Cracked it open, and there is
Where's the brain?
the brain. Look, with the spinal cord attached.
You want to eat it?
Yeah, I'll eat
I
it.
ate the last duck brain. All right, here we go. Good?
Very good.
Marshy wants the rest?
Marshy.
Marshy! Just brain for
Very good.
a queen. Brain fit for a queen.
And then, of course, the gold goodness. This got super wiggly jiggly last time, and it tasted amazing.
It really
The
was
duck
good.
cutlets. Now, time to make the nose to tail feast. First order of business, beef cheek meat from our full cow. So we're gonna braise this, and this is gonna take the longest out of all the components of the meal, so we're gonna do this on step one. So cheek meat obviously comes from the cheek of the cows, and they're eating grass all day long, so these muscles are used a lot. So there's a ton of connective tissue in this, and so it's hard to eat raw, and so it requires a low and slow cooking method to make this super tender and juicy. So we're gonna braise it. So I'll show you guys how we're doing that. First, we have a large pot that is on high, and we are going to brown each side of the cheeks. And here we are going to use some of the tallow be thy name from White Oak Pastures. It's just beef tallow and salt. So this is a great alternative to butter if you are super sensitive to dairy. So I'm gonna chop off some of this and use that to coat the bottom of this fully. Get it nice and hot.
Nellie is here for moral support as well.
Oh, and Gus, of course.
Gus is still here if you're wondering.
Okay, just gonna throw them on and brown each side. After browning each side, I'm gonna pull some stock from the stock that I made this morning and cover the cheeks. Cover those cheeks. All right, and then we're gonna reduce this to low. Cover. Oh, whoops, wrong. Cover. Cover, and leave this bad boy for about 3 to 4 hours.
Now on to the duck. So we've got about 10 duck leg quarters in this bowl, and Ashley and I have this habit of preparing them all at once and then consuming them over like 1 to 2 days, where we don't really preserve and save things to enjoy in the long run. So we're gonna pull out 2 of these duck leg quarters and we're going to just braise them. So to correct Ashley from earlier, we are not going to be doing instant duck confit. I still feel like I say that wrong. Is
confit.
it confit?
Confit.
And instead, so like I said, we're gonna braise 2 of these bad boys to eat today, and then the other 8 are going to go into a longer confit recipe, which we'll share in a DIY soon.
And then we'll be able to return to those in like 5 months.
Yeah, so I really want to start having food, oh, I just put that down, that's more readily available over time that I preserve instead of just eating all of these duck leg quarters like within the next 2 days.
We'll be prepared for an
We'll show you those as they get going. They're gonna take a few weeks though. So for now, let's braise these babies.
So just the same steps.
These are like mini pitons.
Mini pitons.
Like our, what are those called?
Tomahawk steaks.
Tomahawk steaks. But now we are just practicing with lightweight baton, really working the wrist. Shall we? Okay. So for braising, we have a pan that is over medium heat. We're just going to lightly sear skin side down both sides of the duck.
Duck skin is super fatty, so you don't necessarily need any butter or anything on here. This is just a big old layer of fat, so we're gonna saute one side, saute the other side.
So we'll let those crisp up. And this is so you can get a crispy skin before even braising it. Okay, so to braise, just gonna cover it again, just like the beef cheek meat, and let it, bring to a boil first. Bring to a boil, and then we will just cook it over medium for about an hour until they're tender.
Alright, next component of the feast is gonna be kidney, and our favorite way to eat kidney is our braised kidney stew, but we do that every time. So today we're gonna try something a little bit different. So kidney has quite a bit of a strange smell.
A little bit like pig
but we
piss.
so we tried it last summer raw, we tried it last summer just seared. Today we're gonna try it seared after sitting in some vinegar. So you can like let these sit in acidic medium for a little bit, and that will remove some of this strong smell.
And some of the strong taste.
Yes, so we are going to let it sit in a bowl covered in some vinegar and let it sit here while we're waiting for all this other stuff to cook, and then we will return to it later for a sear in some butter. We're going to cook up a quick platter number 1. We do not want to do an OMAD large feast later, so we're going to have a quick, super small platter number 1. So let's get cooking.
Excellent.
Good work, buddy.
We finished eating meal number 1. That's like our staple, simple first lunch of the day.
So easy.
Steak, egg, suet, liver. Staples. So easy to make. Takes like 2 minutes. Doesn't have to be complicated. And now we are back in the kitchen to get extremely complicated.
Yes.
As we finish preparing our weekly nose to tail feast, one of the components Ashley mentioned is coddled eggs. So coddled eggs are basically another form of poached eggs. And I got this adorable coddler. So this is a coddler off Amazon with such cute fat chickens sitting on their eggs.
Give it to me.
Tell us what's up.
We put a little bit of the tallow bark, tallow be thy name, inside here to line it, grease it up.
So we tallowed the coddler.
Tallowed the coddler.
It got a little melty.
And it's sitting in water about 3/4 the way up. And we're gonna crack an egg in there. Which one's gonna win?
Okay, so this is a game we play. I lose every time. That one's going to crack.
Crack, okay. Correct.
Yes! Ah! Swing.
Alright, so it's in there. And then we're gonna put some shavings of some raw cheese that we have on
This
top.
is that Kickapoo cheese that
We got the
I
other
showed
day.
you in the cholesterol video. It's honestly
So we're
fantastic.
gonna just put a little bit of shavings on there. And apparently this takes about 8 minutes. So we will return.
1.5 hours later.
Returning to the duck boobs. No, these are not boobs.
Nope, they're leg quarters.
Nope, leg quarters.
And
False.
so they got kind of soft after crisping initially, so we're going to throw them under the broiler to get a crispy skin, because
Look at how
who doesn't
beautiful.
like crispy skin and stuff?
Look at how beautiful these are. I called it.
So, fire alarm likes to go off with the broiler. Okay,
got
they
it.
look good, but here's what we do. Works every time. It works every time.
Alright, let's get some
Oh,
more
it's
shots
so
of the
finicky.
look.
One of the foundational elements of the nose to tail feast is indeed taking photos of the nose to tail feast.
Gotta have good quality money shots for the Instagram post.
So today's motto is some sausage.
I don't like the shadows right here.
No good shadows, bad, move it.
See, this is not good lighting right now.
She's upset. Let's follow. What are you thinking?
So I need to be in the shade.
Okay, so pro tip, apparently in the shade.
Works best.
Here are
Oh,
many
this
shots
is
of these sausages.
Golden.
How'd it go?
Pretty okay.
Pretty okay. Do better.
The cheek we had braising for 3.5 hours. So we're going to strain it.
It getting foggy up in her.
Use
Too hot. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot. I'm gonna take my clothes off. Okay.
So that's very hot. Very hot. So this is an example piece of how the collagen cooked to gelatin. So you can see that beautiful texture in there. It's like wiggly jiggly bone broth mixed with meat. It's a glorious combination.
Kidney's been sitting in the fridge in the vinegar for about 2 hours, so we're gonna drain off the vinegar. Oh. Very good, Sarah. Very good. And then we're going to rinse that off with some water. Now we're gonna pat the kidney dry. It definitely took on a more of like a brown color after the vinegar, but okay.
Any pea smell?
It's mostly masked by the vinegar. So we're gonna cut off the suet part here. We don't like eating this part. And then we're going to sear this in some butter on the cast iron.
We're gonna give the suet to the dogs though.
Really can't beat the texture of cheek meat. It's like shredded beef sitting in a pool of wiggly jiggliness. It's a special one. Probably has a great methionine to glycine ratio with all this connective tissue. We're just gonna admire the wiggly jigglies. Great. So these are the sausages that we had made yesterday, and I just gotta say, they making the main plate tonight. Okay, they ain't going on no side plate. These babies made the main plate lineup looking good.
Come to eat the feast, this beast of a feast. Favorite day of the week, this nose to tail feast day. It honestly challenges us to get creative in the kitchen, fun time with my sister, and then also we have all this food prep for the rest of the week to use.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's see what's on these plates.
I already gave you guys the money shot, so let's just talk about it. So we've got the beef cheek meat all shredded up. We've got a little bit of round steak for a little bit of extra protein.
Lightly
Kept it
seared.
very rare. We have that beef and lamb sausage that we made, very tasty. You will be able to have the full DIY video to make your own soon. Some raw kickapoo cheese, a little bit of raw beef suet for some extra fats. The seared kidney, let's do a taste test. Okay. Well, hold on, let me show you the rest. The crisped up braised duck leg quarter, and then this beautiful coddled egg.
Look at how
so
cute
the
it
yolk
is.
and the inside is still
So cute.
pretty not
We topped it
overcooked.
with some more raw cheese and then a little bit of thyme.
So guys,
Oh, let's give this side. You. Yes, beautiful. Like, see how fatty the skin is? So tasty, yummy.
this is the kidney that we let sit in the acidic medium.
And then
So
seared.
kind of tried to take the strong flavor away since we weren't like braising it or putting it in a stew. So let's see. It kind of just tastes like vinegar now.
So I should have soaked it in water a little bit longer.
Yeah, maybe washed it more from water.
But I like the texture.
Overall though, really not too bad. I'm extremely excited
You
about
gotta
it.
aggressively salt it.
Yeah, you always gotta sell things. So, guys, thanks for hanging out with us today in this full day of eating nose to tail feast. Until tomorrow,
Behave like an angel.
oh, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. We always forget to tell you guys that. But if you was an angel, you would already do that. So,
Behave like